News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
News 46 is brought to you by Healthcare Partners and Humana. News is also brought to you by Barry Levinson and Associates, Pahrump's Bankruptcy Center. When it comes to important matters like bankruptcy, call an experienced, compassionate attorney. Call the Bankruptcy Center of Pahrump. Call 775-727-4747. News is also brought to you by Tire Works Total Car Care. Not your typical tire and service company. Guaranteed lowest prices on tires. Your one-stop shop for all automotive needs. Call 775-751-6100 or 702-365-TIRE.
Tonight on News 46, a local woman is killed by her grandson in Los Angeles.
Important election calendar dates.
And News 46 asks the question of the day. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Rick Vale and Rhonda Van Winkle. Local coverage from Deanna O'Donnell. News 46. Local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Thursday, December 29th, 2011. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Zach Fuentes in for Rhonda Van Winkle, who will be here next week for News 46. Well, this just in, a moderate impact accident just happened on Highway 160 and 372. At this point, it looks like there is no injuries. Authorities are on the scene, Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue and Highway Patrol and Nye County Sheriff's Office as well. So we will keep you updated on that as more news comes in. And also in other news, Upland, California police responded to a call that a person had been stabbed yesterday and was lying on the steps of a burning home in Los Angeles.
Officers arrived at the scene to find an elderly woman lying in the front yard of her home with the house in flames. 60-year-old Linda Marino of Pahrump, Nevada was taken to a local hospital to be treated but died of her injuries. The call came in about the stabbing about 7:30 p.m. Community members were already trying to help by the time authorities arrived, according to witnesses. At least 2 suspects with blood on their clothes were seen leaving the scene, but it's not clear what the motivation for the stabbing was or why the house was on fire. Police have arrested the grandson of the Pahrump woman found fatally injured outside the burning Southern California home. 20-year-old Christopher Moreno of Upland has been booked for investigation of murder and arson. Miss Moreno was apparently visiting her grandson. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. And deputies responded to a call on Kismet Street off Blagg this afternoon to find a man who was suffering from a medical issue. The man apparently threw 5 knives at deputies and wielded a machete at the officer. The deputy was able to subdue the suspect and take him into custody without incident.
Wow. Well, a non-injury 2-vehicle accident occurred this afternoon on Highway 160 and Postal Road.
Tonight's accident report is brought to you by Stovall & Associates. Don't expect insurance companies to have your best interest in mind. Stovall & Associates cares. Let us help you if you have been involved in an accident.
A minor two-vehicle accident here on Highway 160 and Postal. Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene along with Nye County Sheriff's deputies and Nevada Highway Patrol to conduct the investigation. The two vehicles had a T-bone collision near the median. Nye County Sheriff's deputies blocked traffic. Nevada Highway Patrol will be conducting the investigation. This is Deanna O'Donnell on Highway 160 and Postal for News 46. And here's part 2 of the new Pahrump Valley High School tour.
Deanna, you know, it's important for the citizens of Nye County and Pahrump to know that this is as a result of their voter initiative that was approved in 2007 for the bond construction monies is how this facility is being paid for. And it took a number of years of planning and designing and the involvement of parents and teachers and staff and students from across the community to come up with this facility with an idea that students could have the career and technical education as well as the latest in educational technology in the classrooms. We have, you know, the 4 computer labs on this floor alone with 40 plus monitors per room, and the science and biology and chemistry and physics are the latest equipment that you can buy.
That's wonderful. I know that we also have a culinary school, and tell me a little bit about some of the technical schools.
Well, the culinary program will allow students who go through a number of progressive and sequential classes to actually leave and be able to be employed in our industries in Southern Nevada, particularly as entering level, you know, cooks and those kinds of occupations as they go in. The construction trades classes will have metals, welding, woodwork, plumbing, electrical, so those students who will leave will be able to enter into a union trade program if they wish, or to go to work for, you know, local contractors in that regard. Wonderful. And we really wanted to have an emphasis on those kinds of programs as well as the academic route. The mission of Nye County School District is every child a success, and we want our students to graduate college or career ready, whichever they choose to go.
Speaking of that, our library, we got to see the kids coming in like just a stream of little ants, she said, coming in, bringing the books into this impressive library.
It is. The Media Center, as it's now termed, is just that. It's a huge open environment, again, with computer-aided technology will go in there along with the traditional paper hardback style books, reference issues, periodicals, and of course its size and just its architectural design, again, is done to be optimum for the environment for those kids to come in and use. And of course, it being, again, right off the courtyard foyer area with the cafeteria and all the other stuff, it can be a community vocal point for things in addition to the school-related issues that might come into play.
And the public is invited to the open house of the new Pahrump Valley High School. It's going to be held next Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m. I know you went on the tour. We all went on the tour.
Yes.
That was wonderful, wasn't it?
It was great. If you can make it, please make it to that open house because it was really exciting to see the building. They put so much into it. It's very modern. It's big. I know there's going to be lots of activities for the kids to do, extracurricular courses and everything. I'm sure the students are going to be very, very excited about it. I know I would be if I was going there.
What's your favorite part of it?
Ooh. I think the atrium where, you know, they're going to have the events and stuff. I don't know if you could see in that video right there, but they had lights and everything. It was really neat.
I really like it. It's really, you can't capture it as much on video as you'd like to.
Absolutely
You really need to go.
Yeah.
And of course, that's once again next Wednesday night from 5 to 8 p.m.
Yes. Well, also important dates have been released regarding the upcoming election year.
The Nye County Clerk wants to remind citizens of certain key dates coming up. Tomorrow being the 1st, which is the party change deadline. No person may be a candidate of a major political party for partisan office in 2012 if he or she changed political affiliation to Democrat or Republican after December 30th of 2011. The next is January 3rd through January 13th of 2012 is the judicial filing period. Judicial candidates for state Supreme Court, District Court, and justices of the peace may file to run for office in 2012 during this time. January 25th, 2012 at 5 p.m. is the last day to withdraw judicial candidacy. March 5th through 16th, 2012, candidate filing non-judicial period during which candidates may file to run for office in 2012. March 27th 2012, at 5 p.m. is the last day to withdraw candidacy non-judicial regarding the primary election. May 12, 2012 is the voter registration deadline. It is the last day to register, update registration, or change party affiliation for the primary election without appearing in person at the Nye County Clerk's offices. Registration must be postmarked no later than May 12th of 2012. May 14th through the 22nd, 2012, in office voter registration, voters may register to update registration for or change party affiliation for the primary election in person, only at one of the Nye County Clerk's offices during the regular office hours. In addition to regular office hours, the clerk's office will remain open until 7 p.m. on May 21st and 22nd. May 26th through June 8th, 2012, early voting locations and hours to be announced. June 5th, 2012 at 5 p.m., absentee ballot request deadline, last day for the Nye County Clerk to receive written requests for the primary election. June 12th, 2012, primary election day, vote 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. October 6, 2012, voter registration deadline, last day to register, update registration, or change party affiliation for the general election without appearing in person at the Nye County Clerk's offices. Registrations must be postmarked no later than October 6th of 2012. October 8th through the 16th, 2012, in office voter registration, voters may register, update registration, or change party affiliation for the general election in person, only at one of the Nye County Clerk's offices during regular office hours. In addition to regular office hours, the clerk's office will remain open until 9 p.m. on October 11th and 12th. October 20th through November 2nd, 2012, early voting, locations and hours to be announced. October 30th, 2012, at 5 p.m., absentee ballot request deadline, last day for the Nye County Clerk to receive written requests for the general election. November 6th, 2012, general election day, vote 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Well, I'm Nathan Hollenbeck for News 46.
And as we head into our first break, we're going to have my friend Mr. Movie Phone let us know what's going on in the world of movies.
I'm Mr. Movie Phone. I'll run down my 5 favorite movies of the year with my weekend movie preview next.
News 46 is brought to you by Southwest Medical Associates. Their healthcare center is now open in your neighborhood. Southwest Medical Associates. Now that's powerful medicine.
Happy last weekend of 2011, everybody. Well, as the year comes to an end and we head into award season, I thought I would run down my top 5 movies for the year. Not necessarily the best movies, but the ones I enjoyed the most that you should be checking out this weekend. One of the biggest surprises for me this year was how much I enjoyed the last Harry Potter movie, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2.
Let's finish this the way we started.
Together! Being the end of the longest-running movie franchise in history, I was captivated from beginning to end, and I bet you were too. For sheer popcorn fun, for me, it didn't get much better than Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
You're trying to control things that are not meant to be controlled.
The action, effects, story, and amazing motion capture performance by Andy Serkis made the apes more than just monkey business. For the best use of 3D, beautiful visuals, and a reminder of why we go to the movies in the first place, there's Hugo.
What is it?
It's a wind-up figure, like a music box.
This was a big departure for director Martin Scorsese, and I hope we get to see this side of him much more in the future. One of my favorite independent movies this year starred George Clooney in The Descendants.
Look who's here. Get out of my underwear, you freak.
Oh, okay.
Don't
Back inside now.
Real good job you're doing.
From the director of Sideways, Alexander Payne, The Descendants is one of those movies that'll have you laughing one minute and crying the next with a pitch-perfect performance from Clooney. And last, but certainly not least, maybe the best romantic comedy since When Harry Met Sally or Love Actually, and one of my favorite movies of the year, Crazy Stupid Love.
We all thought it was cancer.
Oh.
Thank God, man.
Yeah, just my relationship. Starring Steve Carell, Ryan Gosling, Julianne Moore, and Emma Stone, this movie is way underrated and was ignored by the Golden Globes. But I guarantee you that if you rent it this weekend, you will be so glad you did. I'm so in. Of course, honorable mentions have to go out to Bridesmaids, The Help, and too many others to mention here. But for me, seeing movies like these makes up for the other 200 bad ones I have to see for you. So have a great weekend, everybody. We'll do it all again in 2012, and I'll see you at the movies.
That's a wrap. And Sears Holding Corporation plans to close between 100 and 120 Sears and Kmart stores to raise cash after a weak holiday shopping season for the retailer. The closings fueled speculation about whether the 125-year-old retailer can turn itself around. The closings are the latest and most visible in a long series of moves to try to fix the company that has struggled with falling sales and shabby stores, as rivals like Walmart Stores Incorporated and Target Corporation spruced up their looks and turned into one-stop shopping sources.
Wow. Well, a new store is in town, and this one is just for kids.
Because I have children and there was really no place to buy children's clothing, so I came up with the idea of opening the store. Everything is consignment, so the prices are lower and they're affordable, and there's many different brands and sizes.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about some of the clothing here, because you have quite a large variety.
Yes, I have sizes from newborn on up to young adult, both in boys and girls. We have a lot of baby items, strollers, walkers, bouncy seats, all sorts of different name brands.
You have a lot of jackets, you have a lot of hats, you have shoes, you have everything a child would need. Can you tell me what the ages are, the age of clothing that you have here?
From newborn on up to young adult.
So newborn to young adult, okay.
Yep.
And you have jeans, you have everything else. Mason, what's your role?
Pretty much just being the son.
Pretty much being the son? All right. All right. And you are so pretty. What is your role? Do you help clean? Do you help hang up clothing? What do you do?
I help run the cash register.
You can't run the cash register? What's 5 plus 5?
4.
Okay, very good. Come here, you get some great deals, folks. All right, so what's your hours over here?
We're open Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, and 10 to 2 on Saturday.
Okay, and where's your location at, so they know?
We're at 1330 South Highway 160, Building A, Suite 3, right next to Dottie's and across the street from Nevada State Bank.
How often do you get new inventory?
We get new stuff every day.
All right.
So there's always something new coming in.
So a lot of good stuff here, possibly for Christmas. A lot of stuff looks really nice. I mean, it's all very well-conditioned clothing. It's very attractive.
Yep, I check over everything, make sure there's no stains, everything's gently used, it's like in excellent condition.
And News 46 caught up with members of the community today to ask the question of the day.
Today we're here at Walmart for the question of the day.
And the question was,
your thoughts of 2011
and your hopes for 2012.
Let's go! So 2011 is ending. What did you think about this year, and what are your hopes for next year?
Well, 2001 has been a disaster for my business, but we do see signs of things getting better. It's been really hard on Pahrump. I'm in a construction industry and low voltage installation, and there's literally thousands of empty homes because people lost their homes and walked away from homes and businesses and things like that. And my business alone, we're getting calls from people that are buying foreclosed homes, and things are starting to pick up. Hopefully 2012 is promising. I don't really expect things to change for probably 2 to 5 years, but there are signs of it improving. And, hopefully it'll improve for all of us.
Extremely optimistic about 2012. I think things are going to go really well. I think the economy is going to pick up, so everybody stop crying about everything and start making it happen, you know what I'm saying? That's all it's going to take.
I hope that from the past, I would say that we have experienced some dreadful, dreadful things that has happened. And also for 2012, I hope and pray that Obama gets in and everything will be okay.
My thoughts for 2011 was it was a pretty good year overall. I mean, our economy's starting to pick up a little bit. My hope for 2012 is it just keeps trending upward,
Well, 2011 wasn't that great for me because I lost a son
He passed away. And what I wish for 212 is peace for everybody and happiness and health for everyone.
My hopes are that we get some things going for the children here in town. I mean, some activity centers, recreational centers, or volunteer parents getting together so we can get our children active in the community so we don't have to take care of them when they're adults.
My thoughts was 2011 was a hard year, but for 2012 it's going to be a better world, hopefully, and a better Pahrump.
Okay, 2011 economically was tough. It looks like 2012 might be a little better, but I'm really hoping for an end to war.
Well, the economy was very, very bad. Gas prices are way up. Hope they'll go down a little bit more now. And for 2012, I hope it's a better year for everybody.
Well, my hopes for 2012 is that the economy improves, more jobs.
Wishing you the best for the upcoming year.
I'm Nathan Hollenbeck.
I'm Jamie Radcliffe.
I'm Zach Fuentes.
And I'm Darby O'Donnell. Stay classy, Pahrump.
Always great getting to talk to the community. Well, we caught up with Lorraine Russo-Harper to find out about what's happening on New Year's Eve at Wolfie's.
Hey Deanna, we have a lot of exciting things going on. We have Blazing Moon Band performing live for your enjoyment. They will be starting at 9 p.m. on New Year's Eve, carry us through the new year, and we also have a complimentary buffet beginning at 11 p.m. So we got great food, great entertainment, great atmosphere in a great community. So everybody come on down, help us celebrate bringing the new year at Wolfie's.
I heard that Blazing Moon is a fabulous local band.
They are a fabulous local band, and you know, at Wolfie's we like to keep everything local. So we are so happy to have them. They're going to do a great job, and it's going to be awesome.
Do we have any drink specials or play specials, games?
We do have drink specials. Of course, we have a complimentary champagne toast at midnight, and we'll have all the party favors and whatnot. And we are also will have a drawing for our players, the gamers. We have a great Jägermeister cooler that actually you put the Jägermeister bottles on top and it chills them icy cold. It runs through the cooler, so it's really a nice thing. Yeah.
So to become a Wolfie's player in their player club, how do you do that?
It's free. Just come on in, tell the bartender you want to sign up. It's a real quick 2-minute deal. Fill out the paperwork, we'll get you your fob, and every time you come play, you just log in with your key fob, and it records your play, and you're entitled to all our gaming promos.
What a great atmosphere, what a great event on New Year's Eve here at Wolfie's. Tell everybody where we're located, and for more information, who do they call?
We are located at 1111 South Highway 160, right next door to the Best Western. You cannot miss us. You can reach us at 537-1111. Anyone that answers the phone, bartender or server, will be more than happy to answer any of your questions.
Here's your news across Nevada.
I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and this is your news across Nevada. As 2012 quickly approaches and households begin to organize their finances for the new year, Secretary of State Ross Miller encourages the public to learn about popular investment scams so as not to become victims of fraud. There are many types of fraud out there. The Securities Division says current and potential investors should take time to research and understand the investments they're considering. A few simple steps could prevent an individual from falling victim to fraud. Online spending was up 15% this holiday season, setting a new record for e-commerce sales to date, as the economy continues its slow recovery from the 2007 recession. Numbers released by the Internet Marketing Research Group ComScore show that from November 1st to December 26th, $35.3 billion was spent online. Last year, $30.6 billion was spent online in the same time period. Oklahoma Senator Tom Coburn and his staff have released Wastebook 2011, a collection of 100 items he considers to be wasteful federal spending. Included on this year's list are 3 Nevada projects, one in Las Vegas, another in Henderson, and the third in Elko. The Las Vegas project was that the senator considers wasteful involves a beautification project. Henderson's listing concerns a tree census project. The Nevada Gaming Commission approved the nation's first regulations for internet poker play, opening the door to the licensing of companies to offer online play within the state. Play across the state lines wouldn't be allowed because of restrictions imposed by the U.S. Department of Justice in the past. Representatives of the industry applauded the unanimous vote, and companies already licensed by the state can apply to expand their current status. Companies that haven't been licensed in Nevada would undergo the same investigative scrutiny required by state gaming regulations. I'm Deanna O'Donnell, and that's your news across Nevada. Well, it's been getting warmer, and we've been having a little bit calmer weather, not so freezing. And Zach's going to tell us all about what to expect in your next 7-day forecast and what's coming up over the weekend, New Year's.
Yep.
News 46 Weather is brought to you by Healthcare Partners Medical Group, with 5 locations in Pahrump, local doctors and professional staff providing total care from infancy to seniors. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body. For more information, you can visit their website at nevadadairycouncil.org. News 46 Weather is also brought to you by Humana.
Welcome back, everyone. Today we had mostly sunny skies. There was a few thin clouds out there. Our high was 69 degrees, almost in the 70s today. It was a little bit warm out there while we were doing the question of the day, too. The winds are coming out of the east-southeast at 3 miles per hour, and our gusts right up to 7 miles per hour. It was barely there. Pressure is still holding steady at 30.18. Our UV is staying the same at 2 low, and our humidity was at 22%. The sunrise was at 6:54 a.m., and today's record was actually the same as yesterday's record, 73 degrees back in 1980. Tonight we're going to have partly cloudy skies, it looks like. The low is going to be 31 degrees, so that's warming up a little bit as well. The winds are going to come out of the north-northeast at 2 miles per hour, and our gusts are only going to be at up to 5 miles per hour, so going down a little bit. Humidity is going to go up at 51%, and our sunset was at 4:37 p.m. Tonight's record was 23 degrees back in 1962. Tomorrow it looks like once again we're going to have mostly sunny skies, and our high is going to stay the same at 69 degrees. The low is going to go down in degree at 30 degrees, and our winds are going to come out of the south at 4 miles per hour. The gusts are going to be at up to 8, and the UV staying the same. Sunrise is going to be at 6:55 a.m., and tomorrow's humidity looks like it's going to be at 30%. And now taking a look at the 7-day forecast. Friday we're going to have mostly sunny skies. Saturday though we're going to have heavier clouds. Sunday, Monday will be sunny. Then Tuesday we go back into heavy clouds. Wednesday sunny, and then Thursday heavy clouds once again. So it's up and down throughout the week. The highs are going to be pretty high for us lately actually, with our highest being tomorrow at 69 degrees. And our lowest low for this week looks like it's going to be 28. Not too bad. And today's worst weather was in Hole in the Wall, where they had winds of over 65 miles per hour.
So once again, that is our weather for the New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. And of course, Zach will bring us even more of an update tomorrow night on the newscast. We want to remind everybody once again to give Domino's a call and ask for their KPVM special, of course. And that does it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Zach Fuentes.
And from everyone up here on the Hill at KPVM, we wish you a very happy evening. We'll see you again here tomorrow night.
Good night.